you so much for coming out tonight. Good audience. The size of these. I've heard it. My name is John Hazard, and we are the Lost and Found Improv group. Our group consists of Matt, James, Chris, Jordan, David, and of course, Jacob.
How I got started at improv, that's, I guess it started during my high school years, in senior year in fact. I was working at the Creed Repertory Theater, and they had an improv troupe there. And I wasn't really involved much. There was a junior improv troupe that I was kind of involved in, but I really couldn't do much because I was working at the same time. But I went to all of the improv shows, Boomtown they were called, and it was fantastic. It was hilarious, and I just thought to myself, wow, that's something I would love to do.
I actually heard about it in 8th grade. They were having a dinner and show evening. This was actually when I hated theater, so I was like, this is gonna be stupid. This is so lame. And so I went and saw it and was like, this is awesome. And then my freshman year rolled around and I auditioned to be in the improv troupe. And as a rule, freshmen didn't get in. And I mean, they weren't like, if this most talented freshman in the world auditions, we're not going to cast him. But I mean, it's just, you know, the majority of the time, the freshmen did not get in. And so I didn't have high hopes. You know, I just kind of went and had fun. And I somehow got in and was crazy excited.
I got started in improv during high school. It was really hard to be a part of the theater department during high school just because gymnastics was a huge conflict with theater, but after the gymnastics season was over, I really wanted to make sure that, you know, we could bond as a theater group, so I asked my theater teacher at the time if we could start an improv troupe, and she was all for it, so that is where it all started.
I got started a couple years ago, actually, when we started the troupe. A friend of mine had reminded me right at the last minute that we had improv that night, and I said, oh, I was going to go to that, but I forgot. She was like, well, come with me, you still have time. So I said, okay. So we went over to the theater, and ever since then I've been enjoying improv with our troupe.
We are going to play a game called Four Chairs. I'll have 4 actors, but first I need a story from one of you here in the audience. Something, just a weird story that happened.
And an MC. And each person is an expert at whatever. One is an expert monologist who will recount a story that an audience member tells through a monologue. Another is a physical a silent actor who will react it with only with their body. Another is an expert poet who will retell the story using a poem, and the final expert is an expert songstress who will sing the story back to the audience. And the MC will elicit a story from an audience member, say an embarrassing story from your childhood or something, and then the 4 experts will do their thing.
It's you.
This is a very special poem that is entitled OMG, My Head Hurts. Thank you. The most difficult part of improv theater would definitely have to be something. Not quite sure of it right now. It would probably be being confident in yourself. See, I'm failing right now. Being confident in yourself is the hardest thing to do, because if you're not confident, then no one's going to buy the theater that you're doing, and it's not going to be as fun for the audience if you're not having fun with yourself too.
The most difficult part of improv for me is is resisting the urge to make people like me, or to try to make people like me when I'm on stage, and actually focusing more on creating good stories and good scenes and funny situations that can be built off of, instead of just like, look how funny I am.
The most difficult part of improv, I would probably say, is trying to not pre-plan for me, because I'm always trying to think of what I could go up there and do instead of actually trying to just go up there and let whatever happens happen. So I'm always like, I need an idea before I go up there. I need to think of something awesome before doing anything, and it's not really what needs to happen. So I just got to, I need to trust myself more, I guess is what I'm trying to say, because I just want to like, no, I have nothing, it's not going to be awesome. So I just
The most difficult part of improv to me is that of trying your best not to be funny. And you basically just have to get used to saying whatever you want, best what you can.
One more time. Good job, that wasn't great. Another suggestion from the audience. You're really creative on paper. Come on. Secret lovers. How did you know? I mean, what?
The audience line. Audience line is very simple if you've ever seen Whose Line Is It Anyway? Basically, right before the show, audience members will write down a funny saying, or a movie quote, or anything, like a fortune cookie. Who knows? I don't care. But during the scene, there are two actors. During the scene, one of the actors will elicit something like, "It has been so long since I once told you," and then they'll pull a line out from their pocket, and it'll be one that the audience wrote. And it's great because audience members eat this up. Did you get my message?
Did I get your message?
Did I stutter? Did you get my message?
Of course I got your message. How could I, read it to you?
Please.
The touch, the feel of cotton, the fabric of our lives.
That is actually an easy one for me. My goal in life is to do professional improv. So what my plan is from here is one of two things, and that's either to graduate and go straight to Chicago, where I would hopefully audition for Second City Improv, which is a huge, big name improv group, or the other option would be to go back to Denver and try and get my start somewhere smaller until I make a name for myself, and then once I've made a name for myself, move on to Chicago and bigger things. If I couldn't succeed at these things, I would be perfectly fine finding a smaller name improv troupe, forming an improv troupe of myself. I've considered teaching improv, writing books about how to improv, but I really do want to focus my main career on improv.
I would definitely like to accomplish touring still. I think that was a blast, and we had a great tour when we were able to do it, so hopefully we can still tour and hopefully expand to as many places as we possibly can, and just get the chance to just do what, we all love, is just making people laugh and just giving people a good time and being a closer knit group than we already are, and just being out there and just being our fun, ridiculous at times selves.
I'd always like to improve. I think everyone likes to improve. I think with improv, probably just getting more people to actually watch improv and be aware of improv instead of just non-improv style stuff, I guess. I don't know, I just maybe make more people aware of it and show them how awesome and funny improv can be.
I think, for me, the best part about improv is just being able to make people laugh.
like everybody that comes to our shows enjoys their evening. They have a great time, and I think that going out there and having fun and allowing other people to have fun with us is the best thing that can be accomplished from improv.
I hope to accomplish something to benefit everyone else. Someone who's having a horrible day, someone who's just, I don't know, you know those bad days that we've all had. I want them to come into our shows. I want to make people cheery. I want them to laugh. I want to make people feel better. And I want them to make them feel like, you know, maybe I could do something like that.
4 more improvers for the game Survivor. Okay, but Survivor is you get 3 people, correct? 4. There are 4 people up here, and there's another person who comes up and solicits a number to each person secretly from the audience, usually the MC. And they perform a scene with a certain topic given from the audience. After the scene, one person from the audience will be picked to call out a number, and whatever number that is, the one that was given to a certain actor, that person will leave the stage, and the rest will have to pick up that same scene, only without that person. So they will have to take on that role, an extra role possibly, until there's only one person left on stage.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I'm so nervous. Okay, preparation list. Snorkel. Check. Fins. Check.
This is your first time snorkeling?
Yes, I'm so excited.
Me too.
I have a checklist. Ow, 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 ow. Sunburn. Oh, I need something. I forgot sauce!
I definitely would like the audience just to take back a sense of just laughter and laid back and just humor. And, you know, if it's in a way where they're like, oh, that one punchline was fantastic, or if just a character that you did was great, we just want them to leave feeling good about themselves and knowing that, you know, we do work really, really hard to get where we are, and we are a very, very, very talented improv group, and we just hope that more and more people will show up and we can just spread some comedy and just good times.
I want the audience to walk away with a sense of having fun, and I want them to leave with big smiles on their face and on their faces, and I want them quoting the show that they just saw in the lobby and to other people, which would be fun. And I love it when people do that because it shows that we really struck a nerve and they liked it a lot. So that's good. I'm glad we could have done that.
What I want to take away from each show, I want to know that I did the best I did, the best I can do, have fun with myself, like I said earlier, and I just want to know that I did the best damn show I could.
Basically, all you act out a scene, whoever's on the side with the bell says new choice.
Is that you, Michael?
Yes! It is I, Michael. Yes, I am Michael, your doctor. No, who is Michael?
Michael is a boy I love, unlike the piece of filth that takes care of me.
On that case, yeah, I'm Michael.
Oh, Michael, it's good to see you again.
You can see?
I can. On Wednesdays.
Well, you might be off by a couple days.
My eyesight has no choice of a week.
That is true. Okay, the bath's right here.
Okay.
Careful. Watch out, lady. Jeez, you're going so fast. Just jump right in. Here, let me help you.
Oh, Michael, you always do. I love the good splash in the tub. Oh.
Who goes to the beach for prom?
I lived in California. I love prom beaches. I skipped prom, and I went to the beach. But don't you ever tell Michael about that.
I'll make sure he doesn't find out.
So you aren't Michael, after all.
Wow! You kind of caught me there, huh?
No. Listen.
Sit down, sit down.
And who likes where the bubbles feel between your toes?
Yeah, I know. You say that every time I give you a bath.
And you are always here just caressing my shoulders. Won't you caress my feet instead of my shoulders?
That's the bubbles job. That's why we buy that brand.
That's exactly why I like you, Michael. You know what the bubbles do, and you know it well. Michael!
Yes?
Is it odd that I bathe in all of my clothes?
No! I've always wondered that myself. You know, I do the same thing. But only on Wednesdays.
So, we had a trip to 3 different high schools as a troop, as 8 of us. We went to my school first, that's Evergreen High School.
I think my belly is actually gonna explode.
It probably is.
So, making Nana candy. Wow. Banana pancakes, huh?
Yep. That's what I'm doing.
You know, I got those bananas from my mother the other day.
Okay. Your mom is a real jerk.
No, she's actually a sweetheart, thank you. She gave me those bananas as a wedding present.
You got married?
To you.
Never ask me to do things after 5 p.m.
And that experience was pretty rough because I didn't have any strong feelings toward my high school one way or the other when it came to the overall experience. I didn't hate it or love it, but I thought it was okay. Going back and doing 2 hour-and-a-half long classes of improv was tiring, to say the least. That is a lot to do for 8 of us.
Your school, right? On
Yes, Coronado.
What did you think of that?
It was not as bad as I was anticipating. High school was not a fun time for me. Well, I mean, you know, nobody really likes high school.
Here we go.
Everybody.
I'm not prepared for this.
Do I kill her now? Kill her. You said we were gonna kill her, so...
So that was weird, but it was also really fun to kind of see how far I've come from the person that I was in high school, and to feel like I matter when I went back there, because, like, you know, I was an instructor kind of person, and so I felt very important being at my high school.
During the tour, right?
Yes.
Which school is that again?
Doherty High School.
Doherty High School.
I really enjoyed going back to my school. I knew that my old drama teacher was going to be very thrilled to have us there, and she was excited to have us there and to see me, and the kids in the class were really attentive. They were excited that we were there, and it was just, it was fun to go back.
Ladies, here we are for the book club. Everyone got their cosmos. So we all know how Fight Club works. I meant the drink, but the magazine's good too. I wanted to drink, but if you want to read, that's fine. So, I think it's time that we fight. Yes, let's! It's about time! I'm ready! Let's do it! Seriously, you guys, you can't they think we're at book club, and when I come home with a bruised eye, I just say, honey, that was you.
We used to do improv every Friday in my advanced acting class, and I was never very good at it because I was pretty scared of doing it. But going back just and being able to go out there and have fun and do it confidently like I never could in high school was a pretty cool feeling.
I really like games that force me to be somebody completely different than myself. Like any of the games where you have to guess the person's character, anything like that, that just where I can just play and be someone else for a little while. It's fun.
Some of the favorite things to do. Well, for one, it's kind of a shtick that the group has now. It's a game called Survivor. And most of the time, I'm usually the last one standing. And it is extremely fun, but at the same time, I start to think the game is rigged because 4 times in a row, I was the survivor. And I cannot tell you how exhausted I was afterwards, but it was extremely fun.
No, I think long form is definitely one of my favorite things to do. It is the most absurd, weird thing that can ever happen on stage. It's like somebody, like a very impatient viewer has a remote and is changing the channel, you know, just flipping through whatever, and you know, you see snippets of things, you know. We've got our Spanish soap opera over here, and then we've got cartoons over here, and you know, it's always changing, but it's so much fun, and I think it lends itself to a ton of character work, and God, just absurdity.
Oh, hey, oh.
This is a nice shaped head.
Thank you. That's what my mom says.
What seems to be the problem? Would you like refreshments?
Oh, yeah. That's the coolest hospital ever.
Coca-Cola. What do we need to hear on you?
Oh, right. Because I was sick. Yeah.
So I had some last night, and they're in it. And I just wanted to know, my girlfriend? Is that a yeah?
Yeah!
Really?
Yeah, I just got uncomfortable because I was going to say yes.
Oh my god.
We have to do this now.
Okay.
Some people do it this way, but I don't know if we're ready for this. We should go back to this way.
George, can I talk to you privately for just a second? I'm sorry, Beth.
No, I'm his girlfriend, so
She's
now
my girlfriend
that
now,
means
so you
we're the
can't do
same
that.
person.
Fine, I guess I'll tell.
No, I'm not ready.
I guess I'll tell both of you. Jordan. Last night I dreamt about you. I was wondering.
You had the same dream. Was I in it?
Yeah, was she in it? No.
Are you comfortable?
Yeah, Mr. Wesley, thanks for inviting me over.
It's okay. After I mended your arm, you seem to be recovering very nicely.
Yeah, great job, by the way. Green is my favorite color. Thanks.
You smell like roses.
When I'm not acting or improving, which is super, super weird, and I feel like I'm lost when I'm not doing it, but I definitely am going to be watching movies, particularly The Little Mermaid, because I'm just a Little Mermaid freak. And I also do some writing and just listen to music. It's just pretty much just hanging back and enjoying the little ounces of free time that I don't have when I'm doing improv or acting.
When I'm not improvising or acting, I've pretty much devoted my life to this theater here. I spend most of my time in this building being the master electrician, doing a lot of electric stuff. A lot of classes are here and also out there. I'm basically just a normal guy, just a student.
Some of the hobbies I have, reading, a little bit of writing, especially now that I'm taking more creative writing classes. I used to do it a lot more often, but these days I'm mostly busy with theater in general. But other than acting, I would assume I like to play video games, I like to hang out with friends, go out and have a good time.
When I'm not acting or improvising, I am usually at home hanging out with friends. I have a fairly large social group. I like creating relationships with people. I have my dog. Him and I have some good quality times together, mostly me doing what he wants to do, walking him. I really enjoy music. I go to a lot of concerts, and I like to dance. So wherever I can go that has sort of a nightclub type of feel, I can go dance and stuff. Not that there's much happening in Alamosa, but yeah.
I am a musician by trade. I love to play the piano, I love to sing, and that's pretty much what I do in my spare time. Just music. This is a song that I wrote. It's for a musical that I've been working on for several years. It's entitled He's Gone.
I'm probably gonna look like a nerd right now, but I love reading. I love to read. I like to draw. Definitely video games. I love video games, but it's a given for college kids, I guess.
Things I like to do in my spare time. I am an avid movie watcher. I like to consider myself a movie buff, even though I know there are plenty of people out there that know a lot more than me. And before I was really an actor, I was actually a musician. And I was in all 4 years of marching band. And I picked up several instruments after that. I play alto saxophone, still. I play bass guitar. I've just picked up ukulele. I know some bassoon, which I don't own, which is kind of a shame, but they're expensive.
I like to watch movies.
Okay.
And I like to hang out with friends, go dancing, and sometimes I draw things or make things with clay.
I'm a musician as well as an actor. It's not easy to find the time to do that. I seriously am in the theater for a good 10 hours of most days. I like art in general. I took a photography class last year. Pretty much anything that isn't physical labor, like sports or like doing taxes. That's a physical job to me. That's pretty much all I do. So anything in the art world. But on the weekends, recently, I've been getting into the studio with some friends, working on some music.
I've got a picture of you hanging above my bed, so it's the last thing I see before I rest my head. And all the sweet things you wrote laying beside me.
I've had it thought out for a while. I know I want to do improv for a living, even if it's making no money, but just, you know, at a bar that I do on Friday nights improv or something. But
I highly enjoy doing the stupid roles because I can do whatever the hell I want on stage and no one will judge me just because I'm having fun and they're having fun watching, and I can be a complete dumbass or a complete idiot and people will still love it for that. And I love doing that in improv.
Making it up as you go along, it's a little difficult, but at the same time, exhilarating, because you don't know what's going to happen. It just happens, and you have to accept it. You take it and you give and take, and it's amazing.
And from then on, it's just been a downward spiral till I hit this point.
Downward spiral, thank you.
Same, you know, we all live fast, all means you know, but I just can't wait to tell you, I just can't wait to see you walk on. I wish it.
Okay, and we are rolling. So, John Hauser. Okay, first question. How did you get started in improv?
I got started. Oh, I didn't hesitate.
Doesn't matter.
I'd like to. What would I like? I'd like some pie. Pie sounds awesome.
Can you describe your experience? What you liked about it, what you didn't, what you, if so, why? If so, why not?
And this is just on our tour?
Just on the tour.
Or like my whole high school experience?
You can bring up your whole high school experience. Stick to improv, though.
Right.
It's a documentary about improv,
right.
not about what they served in the cafeteria about 2 years ago. What do you want your audience to take away from each improv show?
That I'm funny, that I'm an attractive young man, and that the ladies can love me.
Blooper reel. What is the most difficult part of improv? Okay, you're just gonna... You want to take a second?
No.
You want to flirt for the camera some more? I don't care, it's full battery. What are some of your favorite things to do in improv?
Oh, favorite things to do is improv with David Boncyk.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. That. Not gonna explain new choice?
No. You don't. You leave.
But I'd like for them to at least leave, if possible, in a better mood than they...
Hang on one second.
Okay.
Alright, bye-bye. I got a phone call during the interview. That's not very professional.